Hello, Steve Kendall, Security Pacific Real Estate, Richmond, California. This video, I'd like to share a synchronistic experience I just had this previous weekend. And it's kind of based on a video I recently did called, Be Careful What You Ask For, You Might Get It. At the end of the video, I don't know if you saw it or not, but at the end of the video, I offered a challenge to those who are watching to ask for an unexpected gift in the next 48 hours and see what comes. Now, I do this exercise every now and then, and I'm amazed at the different things that show up in my life. So back to this experience. Last Saturday was the Tour de Fuzz. It's a fundraising, a bike ride up in Santa Rosa that my sister and I do every year. And it benefits first responders. And it's a really well-organized event, and I really love doing it. My sister got up there, it was up in Santa Rosa, and it was this last Saturday. And my sister got up there before I did, so she had no problem parking. By the time I got there were like 2,000 riders that showed up. So the parking was taken. I had to start driving around these surrounding neighborhoods trying to find a place to park. I went down this one particular street I'd never been on before and found that there was nobody parking there. So I parked in front of this particular house, got out, putting on my riding cleats and my helmet, and this guy comes walking out of this house. And he says, "Hey, what's going on here? I see all these bikes everywhere." So I start to talk to the guy. I said, "Yeah, it's the Tour de Fuzz. It's a charity event, that raise funds for, I'm sharing all this." And the guy's looking at me. He goes, "Steve Kendall, what are you doing here?" Turns out this guy's name is Bob. He's a retired contractor. Now, some of you know that before I got into real estate back in 2000, I was a contractor. And this Bob was a dear friend of mine that I used to do a lot of work with. He was an excellent contractor, straightforward, honest. He never complained about my prices, always paid on time. He was a wonderful guy to work with. And then I got out of the construction business in 2000, came into real estate. I heard he retired about 12 years ago and moved up to Santa Rosa. And we lost contact. I've never seen him since. The interesting thing about this is I parked in front of his house in a neighborhood I've never been before. And I got there at the exact moment that he happened to be leaving his house. If I was there 5 minutes before, 5 minutes later, I would have missed him. And so he asked me to come pay a visit after the ride was done. And I promised I would. And I did the event with my sister. We had a great time. It was wonderful, well organized, a lot of fun, got a lot of great exercise. And I went and visited with Bob and his wife. And we spent a good hour talking and catching up, and we exchanged contact info. And if you think about it, had I been there 5 minutes earlier or 5 minutes later, I would have missed him. So it's things like this that happen when you put out the energy of asking for unexpected gifts. I'd like to remind you again, go ahead and give this a try. I think you'd be really surprised at what comes. What have you got to lose? Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.